Hello, it's Pops around the house. I'm going to talk about ONDO finance. Listen, I'll tell you what you get from Pops, and that is no hype, barely any emotions at all. I'm strictly about the data, so to speak. So I want to explain a couple things about ONDO. Blackrock loves it. Who am I to argue with Blackrock? Now, I want to look at a bunch of charts going from the monthly all the way back to maybe the 1 minute chart. But as you can see, the monthly chart, which I have right now, I have it on Heiken Ashi candles. It went up. It's all green until its all-time high around about 48, and it has recently come down as low as 49 cents. So that's like it was due for a correction for sure. It went up pretty quickly all it did was go up for months. So it was due for a correction, and it in fact corrected about 65%. I'm not going to use the exact numbers here, but I'll go and put my drawings on, and it gets a little confusing. Well, first of all, when you look at the monthly chart, down here in this purple, this is actually the RSI and stochastic RSI, and you see there's so little data that it's not even registering. So you have to go back. I like to look at things from the long term to the short term. And if you go back to the weekly chart, it changes it a little bit. Slowly, I see. So again, now we finally get some RSI in here. And you can see this down here, this area, when it was up here at its all-time high, it was what's considered in the overbought territory. And at this point, it's pretty low on the RSI, stochastic trending downwards. But I look at these orange candles, which are 1 week each, and they seem to be getting smaller. And that will become evident as we go back into shorter time periods. Now, one thing to notice, and I'm going to put on the drawings, right here is where it first entered onto Coinbase. And a lot of assets, when they first go on, I'm going to go change over to Aleph, for example, when it first went on Coinbase. Okay. It started high. Yeah, that's when its all-time high was. The week that it went on to Coinbase, and it went down dramatically. It went from 46 cents all the way down to like 5 cents or something like that. ONDO's different though. ONDO has been much stronger from the get-go. Because one thing I noticed is that Coinbase, on the ONDO website, I learned that ONDO started trading on January 22nd, I believe, and it first came on to Coinbase on January 24th. And Coinbase, I believe, from what I understand from the website, is one of the investors, along with Blackrock, and I believe it's JP Morgan. We'll go to the website here in a minute. But, so this has been strong from the get-go, because as you could see on Aleph, a lot of assets, when they first go onto Coinbase, everybody's all excited and they start FOMOing into them, fear of missing out, that is, and then go down like crazy. So I I just got in the habit of never buying things when it first goes on the Coinbase, because either it starts low and pumps up high and then crashes down again, or it starts high and just goes down and down and down. ONDO was very different. We will go back to the daily time frame, okay, and we will be able to see. I'll just scrunch this up here a little bit. Yeah, my computer's a bit slow, but hopefully you can hear my voice okay. But on, where is it here? Thursday, February 1st of 2024, it had the Coinbase low price of 19.6 cents. Okay, and I mean, that's a low price, but it only started out at like, what, 30? So, anyway, so we look here, and I'm going to go back to the weekly time frame. Bear with me. By the way, if I could just get one person to subscribe, that'd be awesome. That'd help me out a lot. And like and share. You're not going to get any hype from me. I saw some videos. I would just look through some videos on YouTube about ONDO, and right in here when it was at its all-time high, there's a lot of people, hyping it up and saying it's going to go, it's a breakout and this and that. Okay, cool. But when what goes up must come down at some point in time. And at this time in the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin and crypto, there's a lot of volatility. And as we could see here, in fact, I had sold right about the prior all-time high and didn't get back in again until just now. A couple days ago, because I believe it's done retracing. Okay, so like down here, if a lot of people took out long positions with leverage, the exchanges that were backing up that leverage, they got to get their money back. So that's why things correct. So let's keep going backwards, and we're going to go to, by the way, at the weekly, you see RSIs down here, and you see more data come in. In fact, right in here is the volume data. And one thing about ONDO, it does have a good fair amount of volume. This is going to drive me nuts now, but hopefully at least my voice will come out. So boy, the RSI is way down here, the relative strength index. Oh boy, on the 5-day chart. Now a couple of things to notice. I'm going to pop back over to the 2-day. You'll see that I have some blue horizontal lines in here. These were areas that I had selected as possible retracement points, possible buy orders, and they could still be hit. I bought in at 58.7 cents right in here. Here's the day I bought, a day ago or so. And the reason I bought is because, and bought to hold for the long term. Bought and hold for 25 to 50x. Who knows where it's going to go? Crypto's insane. But I thought, well, it could go to like 50, excuse me, I'll put this over here. You can see right in here in the blue is my prices. 52.8. I had a buy order in there, and I canceled it, and I bought in at 58 cents. Whoop-de-doo, not a big difference. All right, that could still end up getting hit, but I just had a sense that it's about ready to turn down because there's a lot of corrections here, and it kind of stalled out here at like 70 cents, stalled out at previous all-time high again too, and you look over here and it's really, I mean, if it goes down to what, 44 cents, you know, I really just don't think it's going to get there, because there was not a lot of volume in here. The volume really came in right in this area. So, and listen, don't take anything that I say as financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinions. Okay, that's it. You know, do your own research and maybe take my words as, you know, food for thought, that you can add to your tool basket to consider when you're, you know, it's just more information to consider. Okay, and again, this is all my opinion based on my research. All right. So another thing here. So we're at the 2-day. It means each candle represents 2 days of activity, and you can see down here at the bottom, we are, and I'm going to get rid of these drawings. We don't really need those. But you can see at the RSI, we are down here at the very depths. You know, it could go lower in terms of oversold sentiment. But look right here at this little part, okay? And I'm going to flip back to the 1 hour chart, okay? And I'll show you why I bought ONDO at this particular level, which again was 58 something. I have to get the, let me look at my paper here when I actually got that. Oh, let's see here. Got it on top of my desk. So ONDO I got on the 8th, which was yesterday, at 58.7 cents. So I'm up a little bit right now. I don't really care if I'm up right now at this moment. I mean, I only got it yesterday. But the reason I decided to get it now is because I was looking at the 1 hour chart, and it seems to have kind of, it's really ranging in here, and it's approaching this moving average line, and that's a lot of hours at the same level. And if I scrunch this together, in fact, let me take that away, and if I scrunch this together like this, you can see it's been a while, at least on the 1 hour chart, that it has been ranging sideways, and the RSI coming up. In fact, right here, it crossed over the stochastic. The RSI crossed over the stochastic. Some buy volumes coming back in, and the so I just like what I'm seeing. Okay, it's starting to approach there. Now, I probably could wait until this starts to approach at the 4 hour time frame, like right here. But I'm cool. I'm gonna be in this for 6 months, 9 months, maybe a year. So I'm not worried about a couple of days. I'm not worried about it going down to 50 cents or 43 cents, which would be a, you know, from 60 cents to 43, that's a pretty significant dip. But I'm not going to sell. I'll just buy more if it does go down. I didn't put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak. So, and back here was August 5th, the big dump of Bitcoin and crypto, and you can see it's almost back there again. So, in fact, let me do something. One thing, I'm going to change over to regular candles and show you something that I use. Now, right here, I'm going to take this out a little bit further. This big green candle on the 4-hour chart, this was August 5th at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Okay, that big candle, okay, so here's a 4-hour time period, okay, and ONDO went from 52.8 up to 70 cents. And, it's what, like a 20%? Let me see what it is up here. That was a 34% pump in 4 hours. Listen, I have learned that is too fast. So if something pumps 34% in 4 hours, I missed it. I'm not buying. I'm waiting till it corrects itself. Because at some point in time, it's probably going to go down here again to the beginning of that candle. Okay? And if you follow this horizontal line, okay, all the way over, you can see right here, it came down to that level again. Okay? And let's look at where I bought. Okay? Get these back. And I bought right there. Because I figured, well, I did not have a buy order in. Actually, right here, I had a buy order in at, what was it? 44 cents. Okay, well, I either messed up or it's still going to go down to 44 cents. But I thought, well, I didn't have it. I got a little greedy. I didn't have it at 52 cents. It hit 52 cents. In fact, I got to double check here. It didn't quite hit that. Because if I look up here at, when you look up in this direction, okay, the low that it hit was 53.790. And it just didn't get there. So I kind of missed one of my targets. And I bought at 58 cents instead of 52. Because I thought, man, again, I looked at the 1-hour chart. And I think it's just about bottomed out. Like I said, if it goes lower, I'll buy more. But I'm not going to sell this for 6 months, 9 months, a year maybe, as the, as Raoul Pal calls it, the banana zone hits. So anyhow, that's one little strategy. As I said, if something goes up too quickly in a particular period of time, I don't jump in up here, because look, I would have bought it if I thought, oh, it's going crazy. I would have bought in at like 70 cents. Well, that's a significant difference. And again, one reason that it retraces is because if there were long leveraged positions placed in here during this candle, the market makers that finance the leverage trading, they have to get their money back. They cannot allow these longs at this price to go all the way to the all-time high of whatever it's going to be in this bull market. So they got to get their money back. And they got to liquidate those positions. Now, it's possible also that somebody could have placed a significant spot order as well that drove the price up. Okay, spot, especially a market order, is going to eat up the higher prices in order to fulfill that order. So anyway, so that's what I bought now. Okay, and enough of that. I'm in, I'm holding, and I'm going to stay in. Now, a couple of things I wanted to show you, and I started in crypto 4 years ago in November of 2020, and I got to be honest with you. Look, I started with my head out my behind, and it took me a couple of years to get it out, because when you can make money when the prices, anybody can make money when the prices are going up, but I had to learn that prices go down too, okay, and that this is a cycle. So one place I would recommend you check out is the YouTube channel called Rekt Capital, and that's spelled R-E-K-T Capital, and that channel really, it's all about the 4-year cycles, okay, and everybody in the know, the experienced investors, traders, are predicting somewhere in the fourth quarter of 2024, this market's gonna go crazy. And I'm not selling. I'm not trading. I'm not trading long-term holds. Okay. I will have so much money in a few different assets that I believe are gonna 25x, and then I'll also have some money in other assets that I'll strictly be doing short-term trading. Okay. But let's go over here on TradingView to look at ONDO Finance, what TradingView has to say about it. Excuse me. Again, I apologize for the slow, but I go over here, and really the reason I go over is onto this particular section is to look at what the website is, the key statistics, market cap. I don't look at volume a lot unless the price is really moving at the moment. You can see this volume over here can get pretty high sometimes, but anyway, it also tells me what the website is, the white paper. You can go to Twitter and follow them on Twitter, and down here people put in a lot of different a lot of their ideas. I don't really even look at them. I'm responsible for my own actions, period. Here you can get a little bit of news. Now, right now, the technicals, summarizing what the indicators are suggesting. Everything's neutral. Okay. Well, I don't look at that either. Okay. I might look at it, but I don't act upon it. I strictly look at the charts. And if we go to the ONDO Foundation website, and I like to look at a couple of things on a crypto assets websites. First of all, if I see an asset in 2024 and at the bottom of their page it says copyright 2023, I'm not buying it for nothing, period. If they don't care enough to look at details like that and keep them correct, I don't want to get involved. Okay, how hard is it to, who's looking at their website every day? It should be them, right? But anyhow, so we go down here on the website a little bit further, and of course this tells you a lot about the project and things like that, some news. But I like to look at The ONDO ecosystem is supported by a diverse range of institutional and crypto-native partners and service providers. And here's some keys. Blackrock, Morgan Stanley, okay, Coinbase. Now, if you don't know, Coinbase is the first crypto corporation traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and that's huge. And I gather by this that they are what does partners mean? Okay, to me, it means investors. I may be wrong about that. Okay, but I mean, all the people are talking about BlackRock, and BlackRock loves it, loves ONDO, and this is ONDO as a digital asset in the real world assets domain of crypto. So anyway, another thing too is when I look at market cap, 827 million, a market cap of that size doesn't move quickly. Okay, it's just too much money for the price to change quickly. You're not. I thought the other couple days ago, Voxel or Voxies went up 70%, I believe, in I believe it was an hour or two or 15 minutes. It was that's never going to happen with this kind of market cap. There's just too much money to move. It requires too much money to move the price that much. Anyway, well, I hope that you didn't fall asleep listening to me, and I hope that I provided some food for thought. Let's see where it goes from here. Let's go look at the 12-hour time frame as well. So, again, you can see that it's flattening out. Listen, this could, I'm trying to look where, that's really, really flat, and it's down here. Both of these are, creeping upwards. So, we'll see. But as I said, I'm fine. One more thing I want to mention. Back in 2020, as I said, I had my head up my backside, didn't know what I was doing, just get in the market, and I had put $100 into Mana or Decentraland. And this is how much of an idiot I was at the time. I put $100 into this Decentraland project, and it didn't go anywhere in 6 hours, so I sold it. That's an idiot. Okay, so man, I think if I wish I could do anything is I would love to prevent people from being idiots. But you gotta learn by making mistakes. It's just, you gotta make small mistakes, to learn. But anyhow, the reason I mentioned Decentraland is Decentraland did a 37x after I sold it. Not immediately, but over the bull run, the 2020-21 bull run. So, and I sold it after 6 hours. It's just nuts. So long term, like I said, 6, 9, 12 months, I'm in. And I'll let you go at that. And again, if I could get one person to subscribe, that'd be cool. And I want to also say something. yeah, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm an old guy, so I'll be 63 next month, and I got a lot of relaxing to do. I appreciate the subscribing, and I'm going to try to get more videos out about this. But I looked through those ONDO videos, and man, it seems like here's what I learned from making a zillion mistakes is when everybody's hitting the panic button and prices are dumping and it's looking all gloomy, that's the time to start looking for a buying opportunity. Specifically during a bull market, and I don't trade leverage. I only do spot trading or buying and holding. Leverage, I'm not interested. But during a bull market, when the price corrects like this, when the price dips quite a bit, like I said, this is almost 65% from ONDO's all-time high. Now, many are predicting a $14 to $15 ONDO. So if I'm in at 58 cents, gee, I'm perfectly happy with a $14 to $15 ONDO. Frankly, if it goes to $6, that's a 10x. That's cool. If it goes to 12, that's 20. So just gonna have to pay attention to the time during the bull market in the next 6, 9, 12 months, and take some, sell some at 10x, sell some at 15, sell some at 20, 25, and let's say I sell some at 10, 15, 20x, and I'm waiting for 25x, but it never gets there. Well, I can always say, well, didn't make the 25x, looks like it's not going to make it, I'll sell it now, and maybe I'm selling it at 22x. Okay, great opportunity and great financial gain. So anyway, one more thing. The videos I did in the past, look, these videos are and price discussions are really obsolete like the next day. What I'm talking about today really is more long term though. So because I don't think I'm going to do a lot of trading videos anymore. I don't know. I'm starting to ramble. Anyway, listen, thanks for stopping by, and give me a like, give me a subscribe to the channel, and it'll help me get a new computer and get this darn speed upgraded. So thank you very much. Pops around the house, pops out. Take care.